They said the world was saved. That Jack's sacrifice had closed the trauma loop. That time would stop resetting every 7 days. That people could live real lives again. And for a while they did. Jack was gone. He had merged with the source. Live, the last remaining thread that separated the disturbed world from the real one. By offering his identity, his memory, and his soul, Jack allowed Earth to stabilize. The reset stopped. People aged, laughed, loved, but peace was never permanent. Somewhere in the quiet corners of the healed Earth, another man woke up from a nightmare. His name was Mike. Same age as Jack. Same past. Same curse. Only difference? He was forgotten. He'd lived through the loops, just like Jack. But his loop didn't end. When the worlds merged and stabilized, Mike wasn't saved. He was stranded. A leftover fragment in a timeline that should have erased him. And in the moment of Jack's sacrifice, a loophole was left behind. A microscopic tear in the weave of life. A single choice that wasn't closed. Mike found it, not out of hope, but out of rage. He clawed his way through, not into peace, but into another universe. This universe wasn't healed. It was worse. A liminal space where echoes of looped people still wandered. Faces stuck in time. Children who aged backwards. Soldiers fighting a 3-day war forever. Women like Mira, who reversed time each time she cried. And here, Mike, now possessed by a parasite that thrived on grief, rose as a new force. The parasite spoke through him, not in words, but in hunger. The hunger to live, to escape, to find the healed world, Jack's world, and replace it. Back in the real world, something felt wrong. Jack, now living quietly in a coastal town as a tenant with no memory of who he was, started dreaming again. Dreams of water folding inwards, of time clicking backward, of a man with his face screaming. He had no memories, but the echo remained. He met a girl there, Elia, warm, artistic, full of life. They painted murals together, watched dying sunsets, shared ice cream beneath broken street lamps. It wasn't love at first sight. It was something deeper, like they'd always known each other, like he had once died for her. Then, people began to vanish. First, a boy in the market, then a teacher from Jack Street, then Elia's mother. No noise, no warning. They just faded like they had never existed. Jack began to feel the world glitch. Streets looping, radios whispering old songs, birds flying backwards. And one night, Jack dreamt of Mira. She was trapped, in a place with fractured skies and glass oceans, calling out to him. He's back. He's tearing the healed world open. Mike is not Mike anymore. Jack began to remember. The sacrifice, the resets, the pain, the people, the lie of stability. He realized what had happened. The parasite-possessed Mike had found the healed world, bringing with him refugees from dead loops. But they couldn't exist here without cost. To live, they had to replace. And so the healed world began to erase its own. Jack searched for Mira. He traveled through decaying libraries of thought, back alleyways of memory, and finally into the REM zones, dreaming while awake. There, he met Mira again. She hadn't aged, but her eyes carried centuries. "We were never meant to survive," she said. "But you gave us a chance. Mike wants to undo that." They touched palms. She remembered him. "Will you fight again?" she asked. "No," he whispered. "This time, I'll merge it all." Jack confronted Mike, not with fists, but with memories. He showed Mike the girl he once loved, the dog he saved in a fire, the song he wrote at 17. The parasite trembled. Jack stepped forward with the last shard of live in his hand, pulled from his own fractured soul. He offered it to the parasite. "Take it. Merge with me. Let me carry you." The parasite screeched. But in that moment, the looped ones saw Jack again. They remembered. Mira, Kenji, Ash, the others. And one by one, they knelt. Mike collapsed. The parasite left his body, crying like a child. And Jack, for the second time, chose to disappear. But not in pain. This time, in peace. The worlds collided, not in destruction, but in harmony. The looped ones and the healed souls coexisted. Time became real again, but more layered, like stained glass. Elia stood on a bridge, watching the clouds spiral. She didn't remember Jack, but she often dreamed of him, of paint on her fingers, of sunsets shared, of a voice saying, "It's okay now." And when she saw a mural on a cracked wall, a painting of a boy reaching toward a star, her heart skipped. She didn't know why, but she cried. And so did Mira, painting by her side. Because even if the mind forgets, some hearts never do. And Jack, he became the bridge between worlds. Never seen, but always there. Not temporary anymore, but eternal. Like this video. Subscribe to Miravale. Thank you for watching.